A few years ago, I thought that I had it all, and there was something missing from my life. So I ended things with the guy who treated me like a princess and would have been the best husband to me. And I started chasing this feeling that was never matched.
That unexplained feeling that she could do better, that's called hypergamy. Red pill guys have been talking about it for years. It's the woman's biological need to always look for the best possible mate she can find. A lot of women are always looking to trade up. It's biology, it's psychology, it's in their DNA, it's science. It's also one of the reasons why a lot of modern women will never be truly happy.
And for all of the talk about discipline, this is the one area that modern women can't seem to discipline themselves and take accountability for.
Women regret leaving this type of guy? I'm about to tell you in this video. First off, it took them a while to commit to begin with. Then when they finally do commit and they're settled and they're in a relationship, and a woman decides to either end the relationship, they cheat, or they do something that betrays this type of man's trust. Essentially, when you hurt this type of guy, ladies, there is no coming back from that. It's almost an impossibility.
I'm not gonna lie, she hit the nail right on the head. A lot of women realize that they got a good man, but that's just not enough. I'm almost convinced that a lot of women out there don't want a good man. They want somebody that's toxic or somebody that got a little toxic in them. That's why I always say, always prepare for women to leave you. The name of the game is cop and blow. You never know when your girl gonna go. But make sure you follow my page if you like more game like this.
It really hasn't deterred finding somebody who is serious about dating me at all.
But are they good men who will stick around in the long term? Are they the kind of guys who are virtuous? You're a very attractive girl, but you're 21 years old right now, right? Yes, you're going to find, you guys are beautiful women. You guys are going to find guys that want to marry you. Are they the kind of guys that are going to stick around? Are they the kind of guys that are solid men? Are you guys going to have good relationships that will last a long time?
How most entitled modern women keep losing good men.
I have 3 kids, but 2 are grown and 1 is 13. So would I be entitled to a high value man? And I make 6 figures.
I feel like I'm the exception to the rule. But
no, you're not. That's the problem. You all think you're the exception to the rule, but your life is proven to you that you're not.
Were you married to their fathers?
Yes.
Okay, but you're divorced now?
Yes.
How tall are you?
5'7".
Dress size?
14. Yes.
If you worked at Walmart, would you be wanting the same kind of man you want now?
It would be in a different mind frame.
You may be in a different mind frame, but you'd still be in the same body. At the end of the day, man, you ladies have a disagreement with reality. So I get that you may want them, but what does he want? That's what you ladies need to ask yourself. What do the kind of men that you want?
Subscribe for more videos and music like this. Wake up.
And they think it's being rude, but Kevin Samuels, a lot of time, you should just go down a baseline of what it was so we can get straight to the point of what I'm trying to tell you. You come on here entitled, you need to readjust your expectations, which is what men say all the time. You need to readjust. Well, I don't want to settle. It's not settling. You're delusional. You're not where you think you are.
She's lucky because there are a lot of women in her position that messed it up with good dudes for selfish reasons because they didn't want to be controlled. They didn't see the bigger picture of being with a guy. They just knew that I didn't want that. I want more excitement. Modern women want this excitement. It's gotta keep it, gotta make me tangle. Make a brother wanna say. But this is real life. Because I can tell you I don't go backwards. I don't like going backwards. There's a reason why you broke up with a person. Can people change? Yes. But I also know that people, when they get around you and they know you, they're gonna revert back to where they're most comfortable with you at. Might start off fine for a little bit. Once a person settles in back being comfortable with you, sometimes it's worse than it was when you started.
Get back to originally where it from. It is very appropriate because this is what's the problem that's happened, right? Originally what used to happen was, all that happened was I had good promise and your dad would come and check me. The reason why you women go into... Wait, hold on, listen. The reason you women can't pick men. This is why you always pick the guys that break your hearts and that sleep out.
I ain't picking them guys.
Wait, hold on a second.
I don't pick them guys that break my heart. That's why I've got a boyfriend.
Okay, yeah. So let's talk about all the majority of the women that have come on this show. They keep moaning about the types of men that they got, but it's the men that you pick because you keep picking these types of men. Men know how to pick out the bullshit from other men. The moment we come in, listen. Every time a guy meets a mum, someone's mum, the mum loves him. Oh, he's so nice, he's so this, but he might have the worst plans for your daughter, but he knows how to sweeten up the mum. The moment the brother, the dad sees him, they know Wagwan straight away. Us men can pick out other men. So if you go and bring this guy to me, I can tell whether or not this guy's going to be a Tyrone or a Chad or a Pookie.
Men are now at a point to where they're walking away and they don't mind being alone. Y'all have messed it up. Women, a lot of us have messed it up. And like I said, even surprisingly to me, like, I was noticing and seeing so many men, like, I desire family. I desire commitment. I desire marriage. I desire to have a woman. I want to provide for a woman, take care of a family. Like, men have been wanting that. But now you're starting to see more and more men become more and more comfortable with the idea of not having any of that, because men are valuing and desiring their peace over everything else.
Modern women don't really know how insufferable they actually are until a man just it's one thing for a man to leave them alone. It's another thing for a man to stop paying for their stuff. That's when they really flip. So, oh, he stopped paying? Yeah, I'm done with that.
And these good men not want to be good men. I don't need no man. I can do it all by myself. Can you? Can you? I mean, I know physically I can take care of myself. I've been on my own since I was 17. Do I want to take care of myself all the time? No. Do I want to be independent all the time? No, I don't. Do I want to take care of somebody? Yes, I do. Do I want to make sure dinner is cooked and laundry is done and contributing to the household and taking care of the kids? Yes. Yes, I do. And then we got all you waffles out here ruining good men. They don't want to be good men because of feminists.
Like finding out that a guy doesn't like me anymore, that he's like over me. What is that supposed to mean? What do you mean you're over me? Like you've moved on? That's not how this works. That's not how this works, okay? I was supposed to go my whole life knowing in the back of my mind that you still like me, okay? I was supposed to think that every time I saw you, your heart did a little pitter-patter, okay? Now you've moved on? What does that mean? That's not possible. I don't understand.
This clip kind of exemplifies how a lot of these women think that men are kind of here to serve women and that they couldn't possibly be there to serve themselves and be an independent entity that is not here simply to complement the experience of women.
As a professional matchmaker, I see so many great women get declined by men for really silly reasons. So men, what are the main reasons why you would decline meeting a woman? Post your reasons in the comments attached, and I want to see if my theories are correct behind this.
Door for me?
Yeah, I was literally just about to.
As you should.
Shut that door. Shut that door.
I think I left him on the seat. 1 second. I just gotta move it for you. I don't want you to sit on it.
Okay.
Please drive off. Please drive off. Please drive off.
What age did you wake up and realize that you no longer wanted to be a strong?
She pretty much talks about like coming to the realization that she no longer wants to be a strong, independent Black woman. I will have to say that it's just now hitting me. I just turned 33, and I will say, I think it's this year that it's really hit me that I do not want the title of a strong, independent.
Why aren't men stepping up? Why aren't men walking away? Where are the good guys? Where are all the nerdy guys? Where are the high value men? Have you noticed a pattern? It doesn't matter what class or status these men are a part of. They don't want anything to do with you. Have you ever stopped to wonder why that is? Why men are walking away?
You know what's crazy? I can finally say for myself, I don't want a relationship anymore. I'm happy being alone. I'm okay with coming back home to myself every day, going to work every day. I ain't losing sleep, staying up on the phone with nobody. I ain't got to worry about providing for a female, because some of y'all females ain't worth providing for, because you don't give back to the man that's working his ass off to pay the bills or give you what the fuck you want. While you getting your nails done, he's cutting his fucking hands, getting calloused and shit on them. You know what I mean? It makes no sense because you gotta be worthy of a good man. You gotta be worthy of someone who's willing to break his fucking back to give you everything he never had. Okay? So I'm content with being alone. It's fucking crazy how some of y'all strive and kill yourselves over relationships that are not worth it. Don't do it to yourself. It's not fucking worth it. Find yourself first. That's all that matters.
Are women happier than men, or are men happier than women? Let's get into it. I got some science for you today. Studies show that men are actually happier than women. Women constantly score higher in neuroticism in psychological studies. What is neuroticism? Neuroticism is a trait that tends to experience negative emotions like anger, anxiety, self-consciousness, irritability, emotional instability, and depression. Why is this so? Differences in brain chemistry and hormone fluctuations. Women are more prone to stress and ruminate. Men tend to engage in active problem-solving behaviors when they experience stress. And because of their coping mechanism, they are not experiencing as much negative emotions.
Would you rather be married and miserable or single and lonely?
Single and lonely, as long as I have my money. If you not my thought process, I cannot have you around me because you're gonna fuck up my life.
Can you be lonely and not miserable?
You can be lonely and have a blast. 9 times out of 10, when somebody tells you they're lonely, are they happy?
No.
Are they happy?
No.
I disagree. Are they happy?
I've been lonely and happy. You can be lonely and happy. You cannot be miserable and happy. It doesn't make sense.
When I'm feeling lonely, it's easier for me to feel loved if I go around people I love. When I'm miserable, I could be around y'all and I'm still miserable.
All the sexual power that women have when they're young falls off a cliff in extraordinary rapidity. Now, here's the thing, though, is that when we're young and we have less sexual market value than women, supply and demand, hormones and receptivity, we can screw up for a while, and I'm sure everyone has, I know I have, but then you can recover, right? So, I went to theater school. I got a history degree because I'm all about the earning, right? But then I was like, wake up, dude. And I went and started a software company. So you can shake it off and you can turn things around. If a woman takes full advantage of that sexual magnetism of youth and, hoingo boingos around the community, then by the time she hits her late 30s, it's too late. And then you get like a half century of regret. And one of my biggest tweets was me just saying, women, your eggs die at 40, you live to 80. What are you gonna do for 40 years?
Whoa, sorry, what do you think you're doing? She's way too pretty for you, and you're just like so mid, just walk away.
Damn, okay. You know what? No, she is pretty.
She's very pretty.
Pretty ugly.
Oh my god, you are so funny. Do you, want to get out of here?
No, I'm good.
What?
No, thank you.
Oh, I get it. You have a girlfriend.
No, actually.
Oh, you're one of those waiting till marriage types?
Nope.
You're into guys. That's what it is. You're into guys.
Nope, just not interested.
Am I not pretty enough?
I think you're really pretty.
Is it my butt? Is my butt too small?
Oh, no, you have a fat dumpy. Well, it's just that once I got to know your personality, I completely lost interest in you.
And that's really what it is a lot of times. Men have walked away from beautiful looking women. Oh, how can you fumble a baddie? I didn't. I threw away the baddie. I threw it away willingly. I just chunked it in the air. Whoever gets it, gets it. Man, they've gotten to a certain point to where they don't want to be involved with nonsense and these problems that these modern women continue to try to give them on a daily basis.
Get rejected? Oh, it's deep. I don't know what it is, but we do not handle it well. Actually, I do know what it is, and I'm gonna tell you in this video. Women desire to be desired. Okay, that is something you're gonna see in every woman. She wants to be desired. Some people allow their desire to run them. Some people can harness their desire, but all women deep down want to be desired. And so when she's not desired or does not feel desirable, she takes that internally. I mean, it makes her sad. It can cause depression. It can cause anxiety. It can cause you to feel like you're not good enough. It can cause hopelessness. I mean, it gets very deep. Because of that, I think a lot of women don't put themselves out there. I think it boils down to one simple thing. That as women, we have to accept that looks matter. And we can fight it, we can argue it, but looks matter. And when a man's not attracted to us, it hits deep. Because most men are rejecting you because they're not attracted to you.
Doing wrong. Oh, a lot. Whether it's the chicken or the egg, the men are not asking women out. Now, the bottom line is we're having a problem post-pandemic where men are not asking women out. I don't know if it's a white man disease right now.
I think it's soy milk.
They're afraid they're going to get like
I'll tell you what it is.
canceled.
My experience pre-Lauren, when I was running around my single days, like we didn't have the apps, and if you saw a woman, you had to go up.
Right. At the bar, the restaurant, the gas station, they used to come up to you at Whole Foods and say, hey, can you help me with this? Is this a good salad dressing?
Yeah, and you had to show you were interested, and you had to say something.
Take their number.
It is harder, I think, and also because
But you
of that,
saw what you're getting in person, so you knew that it wasn't a lie
that's
on
true.
the apps.
And because of that, also, I think when you found somebody, you were much more
Interested.
Yeah, you stayed longer.
The
because
level of interest is higher.
Where the library is?
I know it's a glass building, but I have no idea.
I'm just new to campus, so I'm lost.
So are we.
Oh, what are you guys' names?
Olivia and Bella.
Oh, nice to meet you. I'm taken.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
No, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
Beat down the self-esteem of all women collectively so that we have no choice but to lower our standards and accept your low effort / mediocre love attempts. I was pointing out a pattern of behavior I was seeing at a party that I was at that I feel like is more representative of the average NYC man. Stingy men are a huge ick, so we are immediately not compatible. Because it goes beyond buying drinks, it really just communicates that in a relationship, you are not willing to do the things that you know will make your partner happy or feel desired. And fear of rejection, like, be for real. You know who has a real reason to fear rejection? Women. Like, we can literally die over a man's ego. Get some confidence and figure it out, because insecure men are literally a danger hazard for women.
You don't really have to put up with anything and lower anything. I think you just want a man to bow down to you, and men refuse to do that. And that's where a lot of your frustration comes from.
This complaint from a lot of women actually that men don't really make real approaches anymore. If they do, it's like some bullshit, like they're gonna catcall or whatever. I do blame the internet as a part of it, but also
I think it's safer for dating apps and Instagram because I just send a DM or send a text, don't respond, okay, cool, no pressure, no actual rejection, is whatever.
In your direction. But not only that, so many women have taught men over the years that all men are predatorial, so the good men of the world gave up. And it's so funny because women will constantly say that men don't listen, but now that men are listening, y'all are wondering where the good guys are at, why they don't approach you anymore, and why men are just simply not interested. And why the hell would they be interested? They don't know if they're going to be the next subject of all men are trash content on social media. They don't know if they're going to be accused of doing something they didn't do.
Men don't really approach women that much anymore for a lot of different reasons, I think. But personally, I want to be approached. I would love to meet someone in real life versus online. And as long as it's a respectful approach, I'm always going to be nice. Even if I'm not interested, I'm never going to be rude to the guy. But I think as women, we have to give a signal that we are interested before most men will feel like it's okay to like actually approach you. Personally, I'm not going to approach a man. That's not me, but I will make it clear that I'm interested. I will pretty much give him an open invitation to approach me through eye contact, smiling at him, physically like getting closer to him in whatever vicinity that we're in. And if he doesn't take that invitation, then I would just assume he's taken or he doesn't have the confidence to come up to me, which just means he's not for me. I'm gonna try harder to meet people in real life.
You know, what interests me about this video is that she's sitting out in public in the park, a place that so many modern women say is so dangerous for them. But she's got her phone out, she looks calm, and she's talking about how terrible men are, how dangerous men are, but yet there's no danger that has come to her. And I've seen her record quite a few videos like this in the same location, and no harm has ever come to her. You know why? Because all of that nonsense and rhetoric about men being dangerous is a lie.
I want to know your hint to go up to a girl. Eye contact. If they're just looking at you, they want you to come up to them.
I'm
Just
taking
like,
mental notes.
And this is my hint. I literally kept going like this. And we made eye contact, I swear to you, like maybe 8-9 times. So that was my hint, like come up to me, like I'm obviously I think you're cute or something, right? Did not come up to me, and I was So like, basically all right, read her kinda mind. bummed. Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. That's a note. I get back home, I wake up the next day, I get a DM. Hey, saw you at the Steve Madden event, you're really cute. I open it, it was the pink shirt guy. I was like, why didn't you come up to me? Like at the actual thing.
Guys are scared nowadays.
Guys are so scared. Here's some crazy research for you. So a third of men, 33%, a little over a third of men between the ages of 18 and 29 are not only single, but they're not actively looking for a partner. The same study said that by the year 2030, that 45% of women between the ages of 20 and 45 will be single. So I've got a question for the men, because I see it all the time in my comments. Most of my comments are filled with guys saying we're done. We're not looking. We like our peace. I need some more talk from you guys. Tell me why you're done. Tell me why you don't want to have a partner in life. Tell me why it's more worth it to be single than to have a partner. Even if you weren't to remarry, just to have a partner. I mean, I've talked to a lot of men. I've got my answers, but I want to hear it in the comments. So please, drop it in the comments.
Men are the biggest fucking bitches, and I just want to know why. Why is it that every single guy I've given my number to, except for one, maybe two, since I started dating at the beginning of the summer, from me going up to them, I swear to God, I just went to Chipotle after the gym, immediately make eye contact with this guy. He was very good looking. I could tell that he was interested in me, and I could tell he was looking at me for a long time. When I walked in, he was checking out, so he should have been leaving. I go in line. He circled the block and went to use the bathroom, and I could see him in the reflection of the Chipotle like thing. I could see him looking at me from behind. I also was wearing gym shorts, so he might have just been looking at my ass. Anyway, looking out, I walk right past him and start walking to my car. The second I get in my car, he gets up and leaves and goes to his car. And I have a Tesla, so I had all my cameras on and saw him walking behind my car, like staring at me. Just come up and fucking say something, bro. Like, such pussies. I just don't What are you guys worried about? Rejection? Do you need a tampon? Get the fuck over it.
Why I'm like, okay, and that's why I wanted to talk about this with you, because I'm like, if I feel this way, there's so many other people in the world that are feeling this way. And if anything, more and more as like social media becomes bigger and bigger and bigger and dating apps, the more people feel uncomfortable to talk to you in real life. And I'm like someone that's very, very much like passionate about like, I have Raya, but like I've never went on a date from a dating app. Not that I like judge it or anything. I just have this weird internal knowing that like I'm going to meet someone in real life, like organically through friends. That's how I've always met everyone. But then now it's like the more people are going on social media, the more uncomfortable even some men are to like walk up to you. It's like I've seen guys stare at me like the whole night and I'm like, you are still never going to fucking say anything?
Isn't that crazy?
It's
They'll
so
just
annoying.
Stare, like as if you're supposed to make the first move.
Yeah, I'm like...
That is so normalized. I totally agree with you, because right now everyone is so behind the keyboards on the dating apps, like on the paywall platforms. Like there's so many ways that we're just disconnecting from other people and losing, honestly, that sense of like that social aspect, that social lubricant, whatever it is that makes you be able to go around a room and talk to strangers and all this, that confidence essentially. And
you know, these modern women are so high on their own supply that they wouldn't dare think that it's them that might be the issue in any way. Their self-awareness is in the floor. It's under the floor. Like the bar for accountability for modern women, that's in hell.
Guy, like you're trying to pursue me, right? But I'm just like, no, oh no, and then you keep trying. The woman likes it because she feels like she's wanted. She feels special. So
some of them will even say, oh, I'm used to girls walking up to me.
Insane. But
what happened
not
to your
insane.
What happened to your natural instinct? Is that gone now? Are men just choosing not to walk up to women? Is that a thing?
You have guy best friends.
I have guy friends, not guy best friends.
If you were to ask them, hey, let's fuck, you think they would do it?
Hello. Hi, Joe.
Hey, what's up?
So, like, I don't know. I know I haven't seen you in a while, but, like, I've been thinking about you, and I'm like, I don't know, kind of hot right now. Can I come over? Like, you want to hook up?
Well, right now?
I mean, whenever you have time.
I don't know, because I'm kind of busy for this week, so I'll let you know, though.
Would you be down, though?
I'll think about it.
I just left the tire shop because I had to get a tire replaced. Obviously, I had a flat tire.
Just by the title of this video, Entitlement coming in 3, 2, 1.
And as I'm getting out of my car to hand it over to the folks, there's two seats, two like folding chairs sitting under an umbrella, both occupied by grown men. And as I'm getting out of my car, one of the guys looks over at me, looks at my car, and I'm thinking he's about to offer me his seat.
And there you have it, only 10 seconds later. Ladies, why do y'all feel so entitled to what people already have? Men in every facet of life is not just with giving up seats. Y'all literally walk around thinking just because I am a woman, I am entitled to things. A creator by the name of the Black Shawn Michaels once said, ladies, what is something that is socially acceptable that men can require from women? Women have a laundry list of what they think men should be or
Oh, dude, he has the Kevin Samuels in the back. That's goated. I love that.
They should be doing. But what is it that men can actually say in return? Not to mention, what millennium are you living in? Feminism killed chivalry long fucking time ago. Yeah, wanted equality. This is what it looks like. How many times do we have to say this? You can't have special treatment, i.e. chivalry, and have equality. That's not how this works.
Yes, I have. Honestly, I feel like people don't realise because I get stuff done quite naturally. But over time, I've had my done. I think that's called a labiaplasty. I've had...
And they're going to be asking in the next sentence, where is the chivalry? Where are all the gentlemen? Why don't men behave in the way that they used to? Look at what you're talking about. Look at the type of woman that you are. Oh, well, that's just her. She's on websites and she does X, Y, and Z. True enough, she's an extreme example. But when you see online and you see in real life women acting a fool, then you back up and say, you know what? This is not the type of person that I want to be around. This is not the type of woman that I want to help me raise my children. This is not the type of person that I want to see roaming around my home, having access to my bank accounts, talking to my parents, getting in good graces with my family. I don't want any of that. From the way that you act, the things that you've presented to me, I can see for me that you're not bringing anything to the table. And the stuff that you are bringing to the table, we can go ahead and throw in the garbage.
Wait and motherfucking stop and listen to this message. Understand, everybody on Section 8 is not lazy.
You're a liar.
Everybody on Section 8 is not lazy. You have a lot of people that's working jobs and they getting taxes taken out their check too. Y'all want this Section 8 so bad, not understanding the pros and the cons behind it. You just don't want to see the next motherfucker with it. Leave these peoples alone, because you may just be rocking the same boat while you trying to have somebody lose their place because you want a piece of the pie, as they say.
I gotta be financially stable to date broke women, and they come pre-fucked. Factory reset.
Have you ever been with celebrities?
A few.
Can you name them?
I can't.
Why?
People come to me.
And on you.
Yeah, literally head to toe, but it's a private thing. Like, I don't want to be outing them to their girlfriends.
No. Have you ever been with celebrities?
Way more men are gay than you think. Especially the ones that are hyperactive and like sleep around a lot. They're gay. Especially the ones that are hyperactive and like sleep around a lot. They're gay. Don't care. You're never satisfied. You go from woman to woman to woman to woman to woman and it never... Like I said, I don't care what you say. I'm gonna die on this hill.
Hi, excuse me. How's it going?
No, sorry. Please don't talk to me. You can go. Yeah.
Excuse me?
Guys like you are dogs. All men, dogs. I'm sorry. You can go.
All men are dogs?
Yeah,
Oh, well, here we go.
What's this for?
Because you're a bitch.
Yo, that one there was a violation. Personally, I would.
This is so dumb. Like, divorce is not for the weak. I have cried for like the last 4 hours. I was like doing a live earlier and like I'm doing a live, like I know what I'm talking about. I know. I was literally working. It was like, I don't have anybody to talk to, so I'll just do a live and talk to everybody, because like, why not, right? Like, when you have no one, it doesn't matter. My husband was the person I talked to for the last 12 years. And so like I'm talking to this person and I come to this realization and I keep saying it over and over and over again, because like it's just bouncing around in my head. It won't go away because it's true and it's embarrassing. If somebody came for him right now, if somebody publicly came for him, if someone defamed him, if someone was like, this mother, whatever, like, you know what I'm saying, if some outside person came for him, I'd fight them. I'd be like, let's go, let's ride, let's fuck that person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's go. Mount up, as 90s kids say. Do you know how stupid that makes me? Do you know how stupid that makes me? Because, and I've cried, and I don't know, like, I've cried, and I've cried, and I've cried, and I've cried. Because even like when I'm ordering dinner tonight, because I just don't, I was gonna say I don't have it in me to cook. I do. I didn't have it in me to be in the kitchen, the center of my house, around everybody else. I didn't have that in me today. And I was just like, oh, should I get him something? What? This person is sitting in the room next to me and actively plotting on how to ruin me. And I'm just like, should I get him dinner? I don't know how people do this 2 and 3 times. Like I can't breathe and my skin is just crawling. Like I had to leave my house. I got in my car and came to the Tesla charger because like that's a good excuse. Like, oh, I need to go charge my car. And I have just cried and I've sat here through 267 miles of charging, just sobbing because like I am so stupid. I would protect the person who is actively attacking me. I would. Like that's my son's dad, that's family. Even forget 12 years of marriage. That's my son's dad and I would fucking fight somebody for him. And like you don't even have to ask if he would do that for me because he's actively the one fighting me. Do you know how stupid that makes me? They was like, oh, you're strong. I'm not. I'm a fucking idiot. This is like, I don't wish this. I don't wish this on anybody. I don't wish this on anybody. This is horrible. So, like, these people who are like serial divorcers, like, good on you. This is not for me. Like, I feel like I can't breathe. I feel like my skin is crawling. Like, and like my sweet baby Chase, my sweet autistic son Chase. Oh my god, he's like, Mom, are you okay? Mom, are you okay? Mom, are you okay? And I finally just had to answer, no, baby, I'm not, but I will be. I am so stupid. I don't know that I can do this.
You know, these modern women really do have a way of maximizing the victimhood and minimizing the accountability. Divorce is not for the weak. Dating is not for the weak. This is not for the weak. That is not for the weak. Girl bossing, that's not for the weak. Building your own business, that's not for the weak. Putting on your nails, having this type of hair, being a woman, it's not for the weak. All of these things that are so hard, not just anybody can do it. They're always putting themselves in the role of a victim. And like I was talking about in another one of my compilations, I think I was watching The Biggest Loser documentary, and this woman just started going on about how she was a victim. I think there was actually like a couple of them, and I just completely stopped watching it and I deleted it from my list because I was tired of it. Oh, well, you know, for heavier set people, it's this, and that. Okay, yeah, right. We understand. Yeah, but the disparities and the inequalities. So she's just going to go on about this on the show that she decided to be on. Oh, they really didn't care about us and our emotional state of being. No, they didn't, because you're on the show to lose weight. You're there for views. You're there to drive up their ratings and make them money. You signed the contract, you signed the waivers, you signed everything. But in haste, because you wanted to get on the show, you didn't read anything. You just ran up there. And so now the stuff that's coming to fruition that you don't like, you're blaming on them because you didn't take time to really evaluate what this actually was. And even after you had the chance to evaluate what it actually was, you stayed there. Nobody forced you to stay. You didn't leave. You didn't leave. It's like these modern women talking about the relationships that they be in, talking about the situations that they get themselves into, and talking about the people and the environments that they be in or around. You could have left. Well, he did this and he did that. You could have left. Number one. Number two, what was your role in this situation? Oh, well, that's not that important. Of course it's not, because you're never the problem. You're always the victim. It's not for the weak. I'm so strong. Help me by contributing to my Cash App and my GoFundMe.
Wait till tomorrow to answer this, and I'm afraid I won't be able to find the question again. And it's so important because after my divorce, the toughest thing for me was the grieving. And it wasn't as much about grieving what I was losing as much as grieving that I wasn't going to have the future that I thought I was going to have. It was, I thought, oh, when our kids get older, we're going to be empty nesters and we're going to go travel together and do all these things. And everything we dreamed about and talked about was no longer going to happen. I wasn't going to be somebody's wife. And I grieved that. And you know what's interesting about that is the future almost never looks like what we thought it was going to look like anyway. But we've told ourselves a story of what we're working towards. And when that doesn't happen, we're kind of like, well, what now? What now? That was a big part of it. And oh man, did I grieve that first year. That first year was really, really hard. I'm not going to lie. And I heard Tony Robbins say, you're not struggling or you're not suffering because of your situation. You're suffering because of the story you're telling yourself. And you have the option to change the story. And I just decided right then that, you know, I wasn't going to let myself keep telling myself this story of loss or failure, which was also something I struggled with because divorce to me was failure. I had to change the story and say, you know what? I've got hope. I'm still here and I've got choices. And honestly, that is the biggest part of what got me over the grief.
Did he also tell you anything about accountability? Because that would be the most important thing going forward as well. Y'all seem to always skip that part.
A woman that say, I don't need a man, analyze that statement. I said it for many years. I would end up in relationships. The man felt unneeded and he cheated.
Not as cold.
The realization that, like, if you're 40 years old, you're fucked. Like, you're never gonna find love. Like, oh my God. Sorry, I woke up like really, really emotional because I was married for, oh my God, I need to stop. I was married for over 20 years and like, yeah, you date people and like sparks fly and then it's just like, oh, I found better, you know?
I'm single at 31 and that is definitely not something I ever thought I would be saying. When I was young, that I would be married with kids, I'd have my house at 31, and instead my partner of 4 years and I have decided to go separate ways. I have moved back to Sydney in with my parents. Semi-treated like a 14-year-old, like they forgot that well, at least my mum has forgotten that I know how to live. And honestly, it feels embarrassing. You know, the first thing I think of is being 31 and so many of my friends are in happy relationships with kids, they're engaged, they're married, and I'm like...
I'm the youngest of 4, right? And I'm the single one. I've always been the single one. So every Christmas for 27 years, always been the one to be asked, when you get a boyfriend minute, what should I have life like? Any guys on the scene? Honestly, this year, it's taken its toll. It's gone too far.
Just entered my 10th year of being single, which is kind of crazy to believe. Last time I was in a relationship, I was 27, and I'm 37, about to be 38 in a couple months. And yes, I've had some situationships, dating and things like that in the last 10 years, just nothing that has turned into a real relationship.
Where do single men between the ages of 28 and 40 go on Saturdays? And I don't mean like a specific restaurant or a specific location. I mean, generally speaking. Are they at the gym? Are they at a bar watching football? Are they on a hike? Are they at home doing additional work? Are they at the driving range? Are they getting brunch with their friends? What does a 28 to 40-year-old single man's typical Saturday look like?
I don't know, man. I guess for me, I just hear that sort of questioning, and I hear that also in tandem with what all of these other modern women are saying their experiences have been. And I'm thinking they're going to bother these men. They're going to these. I mean, it's crazy because they're asking, where can I find a man? I'm looking for a man. While also simultaneously saying men need to leave us alone. Men come up in our space and bother us. And a man is saying, okay, I'm going to back off. But then I'm not receiving enough attention from you. I'm going to go bother you. Why are you in my space if you don't want me to be in yours? And that's exactly how it goes in relationships and marriages. And that's exactly why men are, some of these men out here are miserable in these marriages. Because a woman can come over and do the things that she wants to do. Oh, I want you to do this. I got a long list of things that you need to do. I was thinking about a woman. I was listening to her talk to her fiance about stuff that she wanted him to do. Oh, you need to get your tux done. It's 3 months out. You can do a tux within a couple of weeks, honestly and truly. Let that man handle his side of it. If you can't trust that man enough to handle his side of it, then why are y'all in the relationship? Oh, well, I guess I'm now evaluating that. Right. So why are you on the internet trying to trash him? Just break up. Just say, hey, I don't think this is going to work. And stand by your decision. Don't sit up there and try to talk to him afterwards. Don't sit up there and try to reconcile. You made your decision. Stand on it. Get out of his face. But they'd rather sit there, nag you. I think the man in the video said something to the effect of, yeah, you have a list for me every day. Every freaking day. And guess what? None of the women addressed in the comments the list that she had for him, the endless list. Men are tired of that. Men don't want to be around that. And so when a man starts going to a club, a bar, the golf course, anywhere that you're not, and you come bothering him, and you wonder why a man doesn't respond favorably, maybe that's why. Because y'all don't like men. Y'all don't want to be around them. Y'all don't want them to touch you, to talk to you, to bother you. But when you want something, oh, I'm going to come over here and bother you. Oh, I want a drink. Can you buy it for me? Oh, would you do the gentlemanly thing and open my door or pay for my appetizers or send me a round of drinks for free? Chivalry is dead. Girl, please leave men alone.
Put a finger down if you've lost 275 pounds in your whole life. You thought that being fat was the reason that you could never find love. But now that you are skinny and pretty, you still can't find anyone.
Can somebody explain to me why I don't get approached in public? Like, do I look mean or something? I don't know.
Why do men not understand hints? Why do I have to spell every fucking thing out? Why can't you just one simple little hinting at this? Fucking understand what I'm trying to say. I don't want to have to spell everything out like I'm your mother.
I am currently really struggling to understand the universe's plan for me. It's like I have so many wonderful things that I can share with somebody else. And it seems like whenever I even get the tiniest glimpse of hope, just the tiniest, it immediately disappears. Like, oh, I went on a second date with somebody else and connected with them and I want to try to pursue that. You were great though. You were great. But I was just second in line, I guess. And every time I say that's okay because what's meant for me will find me. I truly believe that. But it's really hard to continue to stay hopeful and positive when just nothing works out.
Hey guys, I just wanted to give my opinion on something because I feel like we're in the lazy man apocalypse. Like, men used to fight. They used to fight for their women, but now, why am I fighting?
Like, why am I fighting? Why are females fighting now? Like, the roles have been switched and I just don't like it. I don't appreciate it. I don't want to deal with it. Like, I'm just done with it. Like, genuinely, I'm so confused. Like, me and my friends have been talking, like, literally, I feel like for the past couple months, especially, like, the men are gone. There's no men. Like, we're all boys. We're, like, I don't know what's going on, genuinely. But if there's any good ones left, please let me know.
Well, there are. You just nagged them to death. And now you're figuring out what you did wrong. You're trying to pseudo course correct, but men are done messing around with you.
When I think a man's good looking and then I look at him and then he doesn't approach me. Like, did you not see me just look right at you? Like, that was your sign. Like, that was me shooting my shot. Like, I looked right at you. Like, I looked away pretty quickly. Like, it was kind of one of these, you know? But, like, that was your sign.
I'm just a 25-year-old who happened to be born in 1985, and people keep telling me I'm going to be turning 40 this year. Like, stop.
I'm 37, and I have definitely struggled in the dating world. You know, I haven't been in a long-term relationship in quite some time, about 5 or so years. Definitely shorter-term relationships I've gone on and off with, 3 months here, 4 months here, 5 months there. This last one really just bummed me out, as I really thought, you know, we tried twice that. Anyways, beside the point, you know, I want to make the point, like, I've been in therapy for years. I truly, like, love myself. So I really don't want people to be like, work on yourself and, like, become, like, love yourself. Like, I'm very hyper independent. I grew up an only child primarily. I had to learn to love being by myself and loving who I am. I love to solo travel. It's liberating. Sidebar, if you haven't done it, I highly recommend anyone do it. I have the most great friend support system in the world. But at the end of the day, and I want to just be content being single, but at the end of the day, I yearn for a companion. I yearn for a romantic partner. And there's times where I'm like, oh, I gotta get to that point where I just don't, it's just not on my mind, where I accept, like, this could be, and be okay with everything else in my environment that is positive. But I'd be lying to myself, because I truly, it's the puzzle, the piece of the puzzle that's missing for me. And I yearn.
This may just be an unpopular opinion, but I feel like as a society, we are kind of fizzling away from the boss babe culture. Like, I feel like a lot of my friends are just models that I've worked with in the past, or colleagues and things like that. They're just like, girl, I just don't want to work anymore. Like, they're moving out of the big cities. They're kind of settling down at a very young age. Like, I'm talking early 20s. They're like, I'm done. I don't want to work. I just want to be married. I just want to be a wife. When I was in high school growing up, for like my entire life, the short life that I have lived, everybody was telling me, Savannah, you need to go get a college degree. You'd be great as a lawyer or a politician or a doctor, like just things, just bigger careers, because I am a passionate person. They would always tell me to have a big career like that. And I always thought that I would be doing something like that. And then I got married at 18. And when you marry somebody who provides for you and is very masculine, and you can just turn your brain off around them, it changes your entire mindset. Like, I don't even know the girl from 2 years ago that wanted a career so badly and was such a hustler. Not saying that I'm not a hard worker anymore and that I'm not driven, but when you get married to somebody who does all the thinking for you, it is so nice.
And this is what men continue to say. We think in a different way. We process things in a different way. So when you come around us, that hustling that you're doing, you don't necessarily have to think that way. We still expect you to hustle in different ways, because that's where we need you. We're saying, okay, I can hustle over here, but I need you to help me over here. I need you to be doing work over here. And modern women will sit, they will fight, they will scratch, claw, and be, in general, unpleasant to you. Because a man said, no, this is the plan. This is the long-term plan. This is where we need to go. Yeah, I want to do it myself. And then when you've been doing it for 4 or 5 years by yourself, with the man trailing behind, watching your every move, letting you make decisions, letting you be the leader, you all of a sudden turn to him, I'm tired of doing, you take over. As a matter of fact, where you been for the last 5 years? Well, you ain't a leader. Well, you ain't got no backbone. Because you've been acting stupid.
So, good morning, y'all. Just have my coffee, so barely slept in today. I got to do that in a while. Just had something on my heart, and I've seen so many people struggle through this. And, I just wanted to put my 2 cents out there. Divorce is hard. Divorce is really hard. Don't ever let anybody tell you that it's just easy. Because even when you get to your breaking point, it's hard to make that decision. It's really hard. And it is hard to feel like you're almost throwing away part of your life. And you're really not, because, you'll always have that time. You'll always have those memories, the good ones and the bad ones. But y'all, it's hard. And I stayed way, way, way longer than I should have for the sake of my kids. Because I thought it would be easier for me to stay for my kids. And I'm here to tell you that's not true. Because my kids as adults have struggled just as bad, if not worse, than smaller children would do. And honestly, smaller children, when they grow up in this environment of, co-parenting, and you go to mom's house, you go to dad's house, all those things, that's what they're used to. But when you take a child's entire life, and then they're an adult, and they've never known anything different, and you turn their world upside down because you just can't take anymore. Even though there's part of them that understands it, it's hard to get through. And the fact that I remarried has been even harder, I think. And y'all, I never planned on getting married again. When I got divorced, I was done. I went through years of hell that nobody knew. Because I hid it well, because that's what I was taught. You just wipe off the tears and you straighten your face up and you deal with it and you go on. That divorce wasn't an option. I wish that I had been able to rise above that way before I did. But I didn't. And now I have to live with that. But when I remarried, although there was a part of my kids, well, most of them, that was really happy for me to see me happy again, to see me loved the way I should be, to see me in a positive relationship where love and affection is easily shown, because that was something they never saw. They never saw that. So even though they were happy for me in that, it's been really hard for them to have 2 separate parents and to find out some of the things their father did over time has been a really hard reality for them as well, even though he tried to blame me for doing those things, and I didn't. But it's just a hard situation, y'all. So, don't ever think that if you get divorced, you're taking the easy way out. Because I'm here to tell you, there is no easy way. And I'm so grateful for my new marriage. So grateful for love that I didn't know existed. But I still carry scars. I still carry scars from that divorce. And I probably will for a long time. So, anyway, I just wanted you to know that if you're going through a similar situation and you are going through divorce and maybe you didn't want to, you're going to make it. You're going to be okay. One day at a time. One day at a time. one breath, one step.
I remember a woman saying something similar, and she was actually somewhere around her late 60s. And she was talking about how terrible the man was, how God was going to have to help her through it, how she was trying to get on TikTok and really build it up so she can have money because she didn't have the money to be getting divorced. But yes, she was going to go out there and make that decision anyway. For whatever reason, he was financially mishandling her. I think she was saying all of these things. And obviously there got to a point to where people in the comments were like, okay, so what's his side of the story? And that's what men continue to ask. But when men ask this question, they get pushed back. Like, what a misogynistic thing to say. It's misogynistic because you don't want to possibly be held accountable for what you did in a relationship, for what brought about the displeasure from him towards you, why he didn't feel the same way that he used to towards you. It could be true that the man is dead wrong. That could be true. But y'all never give people a fair and balanced story about what's happening in the relationship. So the people that you're talking to can make an informed decision. Oh, well, it's my channel. It's my page. I should be able to say whatever I want to say. That's true. That's true. But people also have the right to question what you're talking about and say, okay, what actually happened? Because there might be some things that you need to work on.
It wasn't even my post, but I saw this comment. She said, divorce is the easy way out. Working on it is for the strong ones. Keep trying. The audacity. I like to say the audacitariousness of this comment. Only thing I can say is bless your heart and your marriage counselor's Venmo. I speak from experience. Divorce is not an easy way out. But you know what is an easy way out? Staying in a miserable situation and calling it working on it. The whole time you're rotting from the inside out. Oftentimes the strongest thing a person can do is leave. It takes strength to say enough when everybody else is screaming, try harder. You don't have any idea the battles that a person may have had to fight to find peace on the other side of that paperwork. So why don't you just sit this one out and stop judging battles you never had to fight or a war you never had to survive?
You hear that? War you never had to survive. What they mean is you actually made a promise. You actually took vows. So maybe that's good advice. You should actually be trying harder to find a solution because you made a commitment. You promised. Are you a liar?
I separated from my husband. I got a job and then lost my job. Now my vehicle is not running. Now I know y'all just love the fucking shit show of a life that I have. Went to pick up an order and I got to a red light and my car just quit working. It just shut off. So I called my husband and I was like, hey, my car is broke down. He got me towed to a dealership. Now, mind you, I've lost my job. I'm separating from my husband. I don't know why my eyes like that. I guess from crying so much. He got my vehicle to dealership and it is $900 freaking to get it fixed. My car payment is coming up. That is a little high as well. And then on top of that, he gets mad at me yesterday after the fact and end up walking across town because I had no ride because my car wouldn't work, right? So the car is at the dealership and I have no way to leave. So I walked and I walked halfway across town. I probably walked a good, do you hear that? That was my stomach. A good 4 or 5 miles. I'm not kidding. I eventually called my friend to come and get me. He got mad that my friend came and got me. Now he fucking hates me. His exact words. He said that he's trying to get full custody. Well, I'm going to do what I can to also get a lawyer. With what money? I don't know. But everything that I do have is going to go directly to a lawyer because I absolutely refuse to lose my kids. There are a lot of things that I am. A lot of things. Bad mom is not one. There has been many nights where I haven't had a whole lot of food, but guess what? This mama don't eat, but them babies do. Devil is fully attacking me right now, but it's okay. We're not going to let it discourage us. Our goal is to keep our children because I know that fucking lunatic ain't. Oh my god, I probably shouldn't have said that. But really, if only y'all knew. If only y'all knew. Anyway, so I have a lot to do today. It's okay. We're gonna be okay.
Typical modern woman that has just blown up somebody's life. They self-soothe and they cope and they say, we're going to be okay. Of course you're going to be okay. You messed up somebody else's life and y'all walked out. It's easy for somebody to go in there, start a fire, and then walk out of it while the people inside burn. Talk about, oh, you know, my life is going to be okay from now on. Well, of course, you started the trouble and then walked away from it.